$100 a month. Skip 4 dinners. Cancel 1 subscription. Work 3 extra hours. That's the gap between retiring at 70 versus 55 when you're self-employed. Not 100,000, not 10,000. Just $100 monthly, the price of your internet bill invested correctly over your working life, builds something corporate employees with their 401ks can't touch. Right now, 78% of self-employed Americans have less than $10,000 saved for retirement. Not because they don't earn enough, because nobody showed them the math that changes everything. When you're W-2, your company automatically takes money from your paycheck, matches it, and invests it before you see a dime. You're self-employed. Nobody's doing that for you, which means you control something more valuable than any employer-matched total flexibility over where, when, and how your wealth compounds. My name is Joey, and I've spent the last 7 years researching how self-employed people build wealth with irregular income. What I discovered wasn't complex. It wasn't sophisticated. It was embarrassingly simple, and that's exactly why it works. Over the next 20 minutes, I'm walking you through the exact timeline year by year, dollar by dollar, showing how 100 monthly transforms into financial independence. Not theory, not motivation, just math, compounding, and 3 strategic moves most freelancers completely miss. If you've ever thought you can't build wealth because your income bounces around, if you're watching friends with corporate jobs save automatically while you scramble, or if $100 monthly sounds too small to matter, subscribe and hit that like button, because what you're about to learn makes every excuse irrelevant. Corporate America has a dirty secret they don't want self-employed people understanding. Your irregular income isn't a disadvantage. It's the cheat code to retiring a decade earlier than everyone clocking in 9 to 5. Your W-2 friend gets $5,000 every month. 15% goes straight to retirement. $750, automatic, painless. They never see it, never miss it. In 30 years, assuming 8% returns, that's roughly $1.4 million. You earn $5,000 one month, $2,000 the next, $8,000 after that. No rhythm, no automation, no employer looking out for your future. Most freelancers see this chaos and freeze. They wait for stability that never comes. They tell themselves they'll invest when income smooths out. According to the Pew Research Center, 63% of self-employed individuals report they don't save consistently, specifically because their income varies. They're waiting for the perfect month, the 5-figure deposit, the stable quarter where they finally get ahead. $100 monthly isn't a savings goal. It's a baseline that works in any income month. Made $2,000, 100 goes to investments. Made 8,000, same 100, but now you have room for more. The amount stays fixed. Your discipline becomes automatic. And automation is how wealth happens when you're not watching. Before we go year by year, you need to understand the 3 wealth-building levers corporate employees don't have access to: tax advantage flexibility, income surge deployment, and asset acceleration. Each one multiplies what that $100 becomes. Lever 1, tax-advantaged flexibility. Your corporate friend invests post-tax money in a Roth 401k or pre-tax and traditional. That's it. 2 options. You've got SEP IRAs, solo 401ks, traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, HSAs, and taxable brokerage. 7 different tax treatments depending on your yearly income. Lever 2, income surge deployment. Employee gets their 15% regardless. You have bad months and explosion months. When you land that $12,000 project after 3 slow months, you're not locked into $100. You deploy the surge $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 into investments in a single month. Lever 3, asset acceleration. Corporate retirement accounts restrict what you can buy, index funds mostly. You can buy index funds too, but you can also buy rental property, invest in a friend's business, acquire dividend stocks, or build a productized service that generates passive income. Now let's run the 30-year simulation. We're comparing 3 people. Emily, W-2 employee, saving $750 monthly with employer match. Self-employed, saving 100 monthly baseline, no surges, standard index funds. And Maya self-employed, 100 monthly baseline using all three levers strategically. All three invest in the same S&P 500 index funds for simplicity. 8% average annual return. We're isolating the strategy difference, not gambling on stock picks. Emily has the massive head start with employer contributions. Carlos has consistency. Maya has the three-lever system. Years 1 through 5, Emily's investing 900 monthly total with employer match 750 from her, 150 matched. Carlos invests his 100. Maya invests 100 baseline, but adds a 2 to 1,000 surge in year 2 and another 3 to 1,000 surge in year 4 when she lands bigger clients. Year 5 totals. Emily has roughly $68,000. Carlos has roughly $7,000. Maya has roughly $16,000 from her baseline plus surge deployments. Emily's winning by a mile. She's got that employer match advantage. But this is where leverage kicks in. Years 6 through 10, Emily continues her 900 monthly. Carlos continues his 100. Maya starts using tax optimization. She opens a SEP IRA and deducts contributions, saving roughly $2,000 annually in taxes that she reinvests. She also has 3 more surge months across these 5 years. Year 10 totals. Emily has roughly $165,000. Carlos has roughly $18,000. Maya has roughly $55,000. Emily's still dominating, but notice Maya's closing the gap despite investing 75% less monthly on baseline. The three levers are working. Years 11 through 20. This is where self-employment income typically doubles or triples for people who specialize and systematize. Maya's baseline stays 100 monthly, but her income surges get larger and more frequent. She's also using asset acceleration, buying her first rental property in year 15 using portfolio equity. By year 20, Emily has roughly $500,000. Carlos has roughly $45,000. Maya has roughly $380,000 in index funds, plus a rental property with $120,000 in equity. Total net worth, $500,000. She's tied, Emily. Years 21 through 30. The final stretch. Emily continues her 900 monthly like clockwork. Carlos maintains his 100. Maya keeps her 100 baseline, continues surge deploying, but now she's got rental income feeding back into investments plus dividend stocks producing quarterly cash that auto reinvests. Year 30 final totals. Emily, $1.4 million, all in retirement accounts. Incredible. $110,000. Respectable considering he only invested 100 monthly. $1.6 million across index funds, rental properties, and dividend portfolios producing $60,000 annually in passive income. Same starting point, same index funds, same market returns, completely different strategy. And the strategy is everything when you're self-employed. The baseline system is brutally simple. Pick an amount you can invest in your worst income month, then invest that amount every single month regardless of what you earn. Not your average month, not your best month, your absolute worst month. Most self-employed people do the opposite. They invest big when they have a great month, then stop completely when things slow down. Invested $2,000. Invested nothing. May, nothing. June, 1,000. Their investment account looks like their income chaotic, emotional, impossible to predict. Compound interest rewards consistency more than size. Albert Einstein allegedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Whether he said it or not doesn't matter, the math is undeniable. $100 monthly for 30 years at 8% becomes $149,000. Investing sporadically with the same total amount, maybe $90,000. Your baseline doesn't have to be 100. Could be 50. Could be 250. The number matters less than the commitment. Calculate your worst month income for the last 12 months. Subtract fixed expenses. Whatever's left, take 5 to 10% of that number. That's your baseline. Set up automatic transfer from checking to investment account on the same day every month, first of the month, 15th. Doesn't matter. Pick a day and make it non-negotiable. Money moves before you think about it, before you see it, before you decide you need it for something else. The baseline is your floor, not your ceiling. Emily's locked at $900 monthly because that's what her employer structure allows. You're not locked. February, you earn $2,100 goes to investments. July, you land an $8,000 project, 100 baseline plus 1,000 surge. Here's the surge rule. Any month you earn 50% or more above your 12-month average, deploy 30% of the surplus into investments immediately. Not next month, not after you think about it. Immediately. Within 48 hours of receiving payment, you land a $12,000 project. You're excited. You see that balance. Suddenly, you're thinking about the new laptop you've been postponing. The co-working membership, that'd be nice. That software upgrade. Within a week, the surplus evaporates into lifestyle and quote-unquote business expenses you lived without yesterday. Example. Your 12-month average income is $4,000 monthly. This month you earn $7,000. That's $3,000 above average, 75% surge. 30% of $3,000 equals $900. Your baseline stays $100. Your surge adds $900. Total investment this month, $1,000. Most freelancers have 3 to 5 surge months yearly. Let's say 4. That's $3,600 in surge deployment plus $1,200 in baseline. $4,800 annually from someone making $48,000 on average. That's 10% savings rate achieved through system, not willpower. As your income grows, and if you're self-employed and learning, it will grow. Your surge months get larger. Year 1, averaging $4,000 monthly. Year 3, averaging $6,000. Year 5, averaging $9,000. Same surge rule, different magnitude. Year 5 surge months are deploying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 into investments. Now combine baseline consistency with surge deployment, and you've got a wealth building engine that adapts to irregular income instead of fighting it. Bad months? Baseline keeps compounding. Great months? Surges accelerate decades of growth into years. You're not trying to be Emily. You're playing a completely different game. Tax optimization. When Emily invests her $900 monthly, she's using post-tax money in a Roth or pre-tax in a traditional. She saves on taxes eventually, but that's it. You've got 7 different account types to strategically deploy based on your yearly income, and each one has different tax advantages. Low income year earned $30,000? Max out Roth IRA contributions, $6,500 annually. Tax-free growth forever. High income year earned $100,000? Use SEPIRA. Deduct up to 25% of net income. $25,000 deduction saves you roughly $7,500 in federal taxes. Maya's strategy. Baseline $100 monthly goes to taxable brokerage for flexibility. Surge deployments go to Roth IRA until maxed. Additional surges go to SEPIRA. Tax refunds from SEP contributions get immediately reinvested. She's creating a tax savings to investment loop that employees can't access. Here's what most freelancers miss. They focus on reducing taxable income through expenses, software, equipment, mileage. Smart. But they ignore reducing taxable income through retirement contributions that literally build their future wealth while cutting their tax bill. You get both. Expense deductions and wealth building. Example, you earn $70,000 self-employment income, you contribute $15,000 to SEPIRA, your taxable income drops to $55,000, federal tax savings roughly $4,500, state tax savings roughly $900, total savings $5,400 that you reinvest, which grows to roughly $16,000 in 10 years. This is lever 3 in action, tax-advantaged flexibility. Every dollar you save in taxes and reinvest is a dollar Emily never had access to. She paid her taxes, invested what was left. You strategically structured contributions to minimize taxes and maximize investments simultaneously. Because here's the truth nobody wants to hear. The system is simple. Baseline monthly, surge deployment, tax optimization, 3 steps, but simple doesn't mean easy. Irregular income creates irregular emotions. Big month, you feel rich. Bad month, you feel broke. Emotions destroy consistency faster than any market crash. And that framework is what separates people like Maya who build wealth from people like Carlos who stay stuck despite having the same opportunities. Discipline isn't about willpower. Willpower fails when you're tired, stressed, or celebrating. Discipline is about designing a system where the right decision happens automatically, whether you're thinking about it or not. Maya built hers in under 2 hours. You can too. Open 3 separate bank accounts tonight. Account 1, business operations. All income lands here first. Account 2, personal living. Fixed monthly transfer for expenses. Account 3, investment staging. Baseline plus surge deployments accumulate here before moving to actual investments. When everything lives in one checking account, you can't see what's real. $5,000 balance? Sounds great until you remember taxes, upcoming expenses, and variable income months. Your brain sees 5,000 and thinks you're wealthy. Your business reality says you're one bad month from trouble. Here's how money flows through the system. Client pays you $3,000, lands in business operations. Same day. Automatic transfer of $1,200 to personal living for your fixed monthly expenses. Automatic transfer of $100 to investment staging for baseline. Remaining $1,700 stays in business for taxes and business expenses. Next month, you land $8,000. Business operations receives it. Same transfers happen automatically. $1,200 to personal, $100 to investment staging baseline. But now you've got a surge. 8,000 is way above your 4 minus 1,000 average. 30% of 4 minus 1,000 surplus equals 1,200 additional to investment staging. Once monthly, you manually move money from investment staging to your actual investment accounts, Roth IRA, SEPIRA, taxable brokerage, whatever your strategy requires. This is the only decision point in the entire system. One monthly review, 15 minutes. The rest runs without you. Danger Zone 1, the celebration impulse. You land your biggest client ever, $12,000 project. Your brain screams reward yourself. New gear, nice dinner. Upgrade everything. The 3-account system already moved your baseline and surge before celebration mode activated. You can celebrate with what's left guilt-free. Danger Zone 2, the scarcity panic. Bad month, only earned $1,800, barely covers expenses. Your brain screams, stop investing, you need this money. But your baseline is 100, and you designed it for exactly this scenario. 100 still transfers, panic doesn't override the system. Carlos had the same income as Maya. Similar opportunities, same market returns, but Carlos invested manually based on how he felt each month. Felt confident? Invested 500. Felt scared? Invested 0. Over 30 years, emotional investing cost him $1 million in wealth compared to systematic Maya. The discipline framework has one more component, the annual reset. Every January, you recalculate your baseline using the previous year's actual worst month. Income grew? Baseline increases proportionally. Income shrunk? Baseline adjusts down. The system flexes with your reality while maintaining consistency. Maya's baseline year 1, 100 monthly based on earning 2,000 in worst month. Year 5, 200 monthly based on worst month, climbing to 4,000. Year 10, 400 monthly, same percentage of worst month, growing absolute amount. Her consistency scaled with her business growth. What made Maya wealthy was understanding that $100 monthly is the foundation, not the finish line. The baseline builds the habit creates the discipline. The discipline makes you ready for the real wealth accelerator asset diversification, starting in year 10. Years 1 through 10, you're building your investment portfolio through index funds. Simple, effective, compounding. By year 10, Maya had roughly $60,000 accumulated. That's when she deployed Asset Acceleration Lever 3 using portfolio equity to acquire her first rental property. Index funds grow through market appreciation and dividend reinvestment. Powerful, but rental property grows through 4 simultaneous channels: appreciation, mortgage paydown from tenant rent, tax deductions from depreciation, and monthly cash flow. 4 wealth building engines from one asset. Maya's rental generated $1,200 monthly after expenses and mortgage. She didn't spend it, she reinvested it into her index funds automatically. Now she's got her baseline 100, her surge deployments, her tax savings reinvestment, and $1,200 monthly from passive rental income. 4 streams feeding one portfolio. Emily kept investing her $900 monthly with employer match. Consistent, impressive, but singular. Maya had multiple income streams compounding into each other. Rental income bought more index funds. Index fund dividends bought more rental equity. Tax savings from both created additional investment capacity. Year 20. Emily had $500,000 in retirement accounts. Phenomenal. Maya had $380,000 in index funds plus rental property worth $300,000 with $120,000 in equity. But here's the key difference. Maya's assets were producing $5,400 monthly in passive income. Emily's $500,000 sits locked in retirement accounts until she's 59 and a half. She can't touch it without penalties. Maya's assets produce income today, right now, while she's still building. That passive income funds additional investments, creating exponential acceleration Emily's locked accounts can't match. Same 30 years, same market returns, same index fund investments, but Maya's discipline framework plus asset diversification plus passive income reinvestment created a wealth machine that compounded faster than Emily's single channel approach. And Maya started with just $100 monthly. It's not market crashes, not bad investments, not even irregular income. It's lifestyle inflation, and it's invisible until it's already killed your future. Year 1, you're earning $3,000 monthly. You live on $2,200, tight but manageable. You're investing $100 baseline, occasionally surging $200 when you get lucky. Year 5, you're earning $7,000 monthly. Guess what you're living on? $6,800. This is the self-employed curse. Emily gets raises, but her lifestyle is anchored by corporate culture and automatic retirement deductions. You get income surges with zero anchors. New client pays you $12,000. Better office setup. Better tools. Better everything. You're not trying to flex. You genuinely think these upgrades will make you more money. According to research from the Federal Reserve, self-employed individuals increase their business-related spending by roughly 47 cents for every dollar of income increase. Translation: income goes up 1,000, spending goes up 470. Your actual wealth building capacity grew 530, but you only captured maybe 200. Over 30 years at 8% returns, that $330 monthly you left on the table compounds to roughly $490,000. Nearly $500,000 lost not to bad investments or market crashes, but to lifestyle inflation you didn't even notice happening. Lifestyle inflation doesn't announce itself. You don't wake up and decide, I'm going to sabotage my financial future today. It creeps. New software subscription because it'll save you 3 hours weekly. Co-working membership because working from home is getting old. Upgrade your phone because clients expect professionalism. Each decision makes sense individually. Collectively, they're catastrophic. Maya fought this by implementing the 60-40 rule. No matter how much her income grew, she committed to living on maximum 60%. The other 40% split between taxes, investments, and business reserves. Year 1 earning $3,000, lives on $1,800. Year 10 earning $12,000, lives on $7,200. By year 10, Maya's living on $7,200 monthly, nearly 4 times what she started with. Her lifestyle improved dramatically. Better apartment, reliable car, quality tools, occasional vacations. But her wealth building got 40% of $12,000, $4,800 monthly going to investments and reserves. Carlos didn't set boundaries. Year 1 earning $3,000, living on $2,200, same as Maya. Year 10 earning $12,000, living on $11,300. He upgraded everything. Luxury apartment, new car, premium, everything. His investment contributions, $200 monthly. barely increased from year 1. Year 11, Carlos had 2 slow months. Income dropped to $4,000 monthly. His $11,000 lifestyle became a crisis. Credit cards, stress, panic. Meanwhile, Maya had 2 slow months. Income dropped to $4,000. Her $7,000 lifestyle adjusted easily. Plus, she had reserves built from her 40% rule. Freedom to have slow months without panic. Freedom to turn down bad clients because your reserves cover you. Freedom to invest in opportunities because you built capacity. Freedom to retire early because your assets produce income. Carlos chased lifestyle freedom and got lifestyle prison. You have to accept that your current lifestyle is not the minimum you need. It's just what you're used to. Maya, earning $3,000, could have said, I need $2,200 to survive. She didn't. She analyzed actual survival needs, $1,400. The rest was preference, not requirement. When income jumped to $7,000, Maya didn't ask, how much can I spend? She asked, how much do I need to maintain quality of life while building wealth? Answer, $4,200 covers excellent lifestyle. Remaining $2,800 beyond 60% threshold goes to wealth building. Here's the hardest part. Watching other freelancers upgrade faster than you. Your competitor gets a new MacBook Pro. You're still using your 3-year-old laptop. They're posting from Bali. You're working from your apartment. On Instagram, they look successful. In reality, you're building wealth. They're building image. According to a study by the J.P. Morgan Chase Institute, self-employed individuals spend 29% more on business presentation expenses than necessary operational costs. Translation, they're buying the appearance of success instead of building actual success. Expensive websites, premium tools they barely use, office spaces for show. Every dollar she deployed, she asked, does this generate more income, or does this make me look like I generate more income? Website redesign that improves conversion by 5%? Worth it. Co-working space for Instagram aesthetics? Not worth it. Course that teaches high-value skills? Worth it. Latest gadget everyone's posting? Not worth it. This filter saved her roughly $4,500 annually. $4,500 annually invested at 8% over 30 years becomes roughly $510,000. $500,000 created not by earning more, but by not wasting money on looking successful, while actual successful people were quietly building wealth nobody could see. But even with perfect discipline, perfect baseline consistency, perfect surge deployment, and zero lifestyle inflation, Maya still needed one more component to hit 1.6 million by year 30. She needed to understand that wealth building has 3 distinct phases, and each phase requires a different strategy. Phase 1, years 0 to 10. Foundation building. Your only job is consistency. $100 baseline, no matter what. Surge when possible. Learn the discipline. Build the habit. Don't overcomplicate. Index funds. Automated transfers. Boring wealth building that actually works. Phase 2. Years 10 to 20. Acceleration. You've got 50 to 80,000 in index funds now. Your baseline has grown with your income. This is when you diversify into rental property, dividend portfolios, or business investments. You're using accumulated wealth to acquire cash flowing assets that accelerate compounding. Carlos never diversified. He kept 100% in index funds for 30 years, safe but slow. Meanwhile, competitors diversified at year 2 with only $4,000 saved, bought depreciating assets, and crashed. Maya waited until year 10 with real capital and won. Phase 3, years 20 to 30, multiplication. Your assets are producing serious passive income now, 40 to 60,000 annually. You're not working for money anymore. You're deploying passive income into more assets. Money, making more money. Your labor becomes optional. Maya hit phase 3 at year 22, age 50. Her passive income covered 80% of her lifestyle expenses. She could work when she wanted, on projects she chose, for rates she deserved. Emily hit phase 3 at year 35, age 62. Required retirement accounts to unlock. Different games, different timelines. So let's bring this full circle. $100 monthly. That's where it starts, not where it ends. The baseline builds the habit. The habit enables surges. Surges create capital. Capital diversifies into assets. Assets produce passive income. Passive income funds more assets. The cycle compounds for 30 years. Tonight, open 3 bank accounts, business operations, personal living, investment staging. Set up automatic transfer of your baseline amount, even if it's $50 from business to investment staging on the first of every month. Done. Your wealth building system is live. This week, calculate your 12-month average income. Identify what qualifies as a surge month 50% above average. Write down your surge deployment rule. 30% of surplus goes to investment staging within 48 hours. Put this rule somewhere visible. This is your defense against impulse spending. This month, choose your investment account, starting with under $10,000 saved, Roth IRA through Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. Target date, index fund. Simple, low fees. Set and forget, above $10,000 and earning over $50,000 annually, add SEP IRA for tax optimization, one decision, 30 years of compounding. This year, implement the 60-40 rule. Calculate 60% of your current monthly average income. That's your lifestyle ceiling. Everything above that ceiling gets split between taxes, investments, and business reserves. Lock this in. Income grows, ceiling grows at 60% rate. Wealth building captures the 40% forever. Reality 1. You ignored the $100 baseline. Kept waiting for perfect months, invested sporadically when you felt comfortable. 5 years pass, you've got maybe $8,000 saved, income increased, but lifestyle increased faster, you're still stressed about money despite earning more. Reality 2, you started the $100 baseline tonight, surged when income spiked, maintained 60-40 discipline. 5 years pass. You've got $40,000 to $60,000 in index funds. Your baseline grew to $250 monthly as income increased. You're planning your first rental property. Financial stress decreased despite income volatility. The difference isn't talent, isn't luck, isn't even income level. It's the decision to start with $100 monthly and trust the system for 5 years. Most people never start. The few who do change their entire financial future. Which reality are you choosing? You started this video thinking $100 monthly was too small to matter. Now you understand it's not the amount that builds wealth, it's the consistency, the system, the discipline framework, and the compounding timeline that $100 sets in motion. Thousands of self-employed people are running this exact system right now. Not influencers, not millionaires. Regular freelancers, consultants, contractors, and creators who decided that irregular income wouldn't stop them from building wealth. They're in phase 1, laying foundations. Phase 2, diversifying. Phase 3, living on passive income. If you're self-employed and ready to stop using irregular income as an excuse, if you're tired of watching W2 friends save automatically while you scramble, if you want the system that turns $100 monthly into financial independence, subscribe to this channel. We're building a community of self-employed wealth builders, not income chasers. Drop a comment telling me your baseline number. $50? $100? $200? Whatever it is, put it in writing. Make it real. Making it public creates accountability. You're not just watching a video anymore, you're declaring your commitment to a different financial path. Open those accounts. Set that baseline. Trust the system. 30 years from now, you'll thank yourself for starting today.